Hello, how are you? Let's study Hangul together. Yeah. Welcome to the Learn Hangul through Konglish series. This is going to be a video about the Hangul's 글자 names. So the letters of Hangul. I will be teaching you the basic consonant names because the vowels are quite easy, and I will explain that later on. First, for English, we have A, B, C. If you wanted to write out the names, you could maybe say the name is A and B and how would we write this? C? I don't even know. I've never seen the names of the Roman letters, the English letters written out, so I don't even know what that looks like. But Korean has a method to writing out the names of the consonants. So let's take a look at that. But first, why should we know the names of the Hangul 글자, the Hangul letter names? Well, for example, if someone is telling you their name, they sometimes will, to clarify, they will tell you what letter is in their name or something like that if you're spelling a word. So it can be quite helpful. Not absolutely necessary, but quite helpful. Anyways, let's jump in and get started. Let's take a quick look at these guys. So the ones with the star by them are a little bit irregular because the normal thing you would do is you would write the X is the letter, and then you add E, and then this here, and then X, the letter again. This is the normal formula, but as you can see with the first letter here, the Ki-yuk, that does not follow the rule. So Ki-yuk is irregular, not too far off, but it is not Ki-uk, it is Ki-yuk. This is the name of it. A little bit irregular, but not too bad. So the name of this letter here is Ki-yuk. So if I say Ki-yuk, you should know I'm talking about this letter here. And this letter here is the Ni-un. 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 So this is the Tigut. The name of this letter is Tigut. So Ti-gut. Tigut. And we see that it is not a T-ut, but instead Tigut. So that is why it is a little bit irregular. And this one here is the Riul. Riul. So the name is regular. And the Mium here, Mium. Mium. Here we go. P-up. So P-up. P-up. This guy, oops, I didn't put a little star by it. This is also irregular. As you can see, the regular format would be she, ut, but you can see there's a little bit of a different vowel sound there. So this is she, ot, she, ot, she, ot. And here, this is a common guy who has a couple different sounds as well. It is the e, ung, e, ung. If you are paying attention, this is the vowel E, this is the vowel U. So actually, E, this ing, this circle, has no sound here or here. On the bottom here, though, it has what is similar to an English ng sound. So on the bottom, the pachim, when it is on the bottom, a pachim, then it will be the sound. So yes, the ing. We have that quite often. This guy here, chi-ut, 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 and it is a regular name, and they're regular from here on out. This one can be sometimes a CH sound in English or sometimes a J sound, but when this one is a CH sound, it is a much softer CH sound. Like here, chi-ut, chi-ut. It's quite soft and standard, but then here, because it's got this little extra guy on top, this is the strong CH, the aspirated. It's got a bunch of extra air coming out. So it will be not chi-ut, but chi-ut, chi-ut. Now you'll notice the bottom pronunciation is actually the same because no air is coming out. So this is on the bottom, it is the same. If you have this following and this guy jumps up into the ing position, then we have a slight, changing of sound. But yeah, so chi strong here, and this just the ending sound at the bottom where it's like a T actually. And here, same on the bottom, ends like a T. Chi and here, this is like our tigut, but we added one more stroke on top to make it a strong sound. So this guy here is the tiut, tiut. But as you can see, it is regular because it has the tiut in the beginning, and then it has the ing here, and then the tiut at the bottom. Whereas the digut has the kiok here, but this is regular. So it is a tiut, tiut. And again, a very strong T sound. Okay, and next we got our P. Yes, this letter's name is P up, P up. So this is a strong P sound. And here on the bottom, it will be like an ending P sound where you put your lips together, but no air comes out. And last but not least, we have this guy. Yes, so he is the he ut, he ut. And sometimes Koreans can make it sound a little bit like the shiot sound. So if you're a little confused, you think it sounds like a shiot, don't worry, that happens sometimes. It's a little bit of an accent. But yeah, now at the bottom here, often this will be the T sound as well. So you can tell that even though it's kind of like an English H when it's in the normal position, at the bottom position, the pachim position, and I'll write that, the pachim position down below, it will change a little bit. So you'll see many examples of that. Don't worry, because you'll practice a lot and you'll figure it out. So he it, he it, he it. And just to wrap it up with these consonants, we have one last little item. This sang, which means double. Oh yeah, the double. The two kurcha, which what happens is we have a couple of these letters that will double up on each other. So let me show you really quick what that looks like. So we can have a double kiok, so sang kiok, a sang digut, piup. So we got the piup and another piup, sang piup, sang shiot, sang chiet. That's what these guys are called. So we have sang. Okay, and on to the vowels. So the vowels, they don't really have special names like the consonants do. However, yeah, you can just say the sound that they make. There is a little bit of an exception to this because there are compound vowels. Compound vowels are combined vowels, and they will sometimes be identified by their components, the pieces that go into it. So, for example, if you have wa sound, remember this ing here doesn't have any sound because it's up top. So we'd say the wa, that would be the o, a. Now, that one usually can be explained just by saying wa because there is only one wa, but the sounds have changed in Korean over time, and you have the u, e, and then there's also the we, why, or as we say in English in many cases, what, we, what. So that is spelled like this. So how do we talk about these two? So number one, we would say u, and you could say e. If you wanted to be more specific, this also has two pieces to it. So people can even say the o, e. So this could be u, e, or u, o, e. And this one here would be o and e. Or again, to be more specific, a, e. So it would be the O plus I. Yep, those are ways you can distinguish between the vowels there. That will make it easier. Now it's good for you to know this because sometimes I might write the letter A as either the A without the ing or with the ing. Now both of these two are essentially the same because if you pay attention, well, when the ing here is up top and this is the up top position here, then it has no sound, right? This here, this ing has no sound, so all it is simply this ah sound. So essentially it's going to be about the same. However, one thing you should know is when you're writing to someone or writing somewhere, you almost never will leave the vowels alone like this. If it's just the vowel sound, you will almost always accompany it with the ing. Now, there are some exceptions for especially things like in texting, the cry face, the U sound, ooh, hoo, hoo, I'm crying, or sometimes to flip people off, the O sound, ah, yeah, get that double birdie. So, anyways, yes, these are some tips about vowels. There are going to be a few words you want to know. There might be more along the way, but as I mentioned, 발음. So 발음 is 발음 because this guy jumps up into this ing position. So it becomes, the sound becomes 발음. 발음. This is pronunciation. So if I say 발음, the bottom of this 글자, the bottom of this letter is blah, blah, blah. And 받침, we already talked about that. Those consonants on the bottom. So that's a key thing to know. You will never have a vowel sound on the bottom of a Korean syllable. So only consonants, but those guys are called 받침 on the bottom. So yeah, that's been pretty intense. Are going to be ready to get this Konglish study on the road. And please make sure to like and, of course, subscribe and turn on notifications. Subscribes, exactly. Subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications. I will try not to swamp you with new videos, but if you like this kind of stuff, for the time being, this is the kind of content I will be making. Okay, see you in the next video. Du-du-du-du-du.